What is going on, guys? The 2020 NFL season is inching closer, with training camp on the horizon. Where do all 32 clubs stack up against one another? Behold, our first 2020 edition of the NFL Power Rankings, pre-training camp edition. Number 32, Jacksonville Jaguars. Just call them the favorites to win the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. The Jaguars were the worst team in the AFC South last season. They moved on from veteran standouts Marcel Darius, Calais Campbell, and AJ Bouye in the offseason. Only a matter of time until Yannick Ngakoue leaves too. In other words, things will be even worse in Duval County this season. Number 31, the Washington football team. Love that decision to hire Ron Rivera as head coach. Adding generational pass rusher Chase Young to an already star-studded front seven, Washington won't be boring in 2020, but the rebuild's gonna take time. Keep your expectations low. Rivera didn't sign on to fix this team right off the bat. Number 30, Cincinnati Bengals. Like Washington, the rebuilding Bengals will at least be watchable. Sign us up for Joe Burrow all the way. He's gonna impress in his rookie year. The Bengals will put up a ton of points with the likes of AJ Green, Joe Mixon, and Tyler Boyd. But again, they're nowhere close to contention. Don't expect a major jump yet. Number 29, New York Giants. A brand new coaching staff has been implemented. What will Joe Judge do with Daniel Jones? Can he take that next step? How much can Saquon Barkley carry the offense? Will the woeful defense actually improve following the signings of Blake Martinez and James Bradbury? The Giants should be better in 2020, but not by much. There's no way they're competing in a stacked NFC. Number 28, Detroit Lions. The good news is that Matthew Stafford, who looked like an MVP under Darrell Bevell's offense, is healthy. He missed the second half last year with a back injury. But can't the defense rebound following an atrocious outing last year? Jeffrey Okudah, Desmond Trufant, Deron Harmon, and Jamie Collins should all be impactful newcomers. But unless the defense reaches a respectable level, the Lions will be a 7-win team at best in 2020. Definitely not good enough for a playoff spot. Number 27, Miami Dolphins. Hello, new franchise quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. Can't wait to watch him dominate for years to come, hopefully. And hey, Jordan Howard and Matt Breida will be wonderful additions to this offense. We love the makeover on defense too. Kyle Van Noy, Shaq Lawson, and Byron Jones will help a unit that allowed the most points last season. But this is another up-and-coming team that's still rebuilding. Don't get too excited about a quick turnaround. They're not ready yet. Number 26, New York Jets. Yikes. All-pro safety Jamal Adams is gone. Robbie Anderson was lost in free agency, and the Jets have the second toughest strength of schedule. Other than that, they're just fine. It's going to take a big-time breakout year from Sam Darnold and a better showing from this relatively young defense for the Jets to be a playoff team in 2020. Number 25, Carolina Panthers. Can't wait to watch Teddy Bridgewater and Christian McCaffrey and Matt Rule's crafty offense. But this too is a rebuilding team. Carolina used all of their 2020 draft picks on defense. They're not ready to compete in an NFC South with 3 elite quarterbacks. Number 24, Atlanta Falcons. The offense will be just fine with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones leading the way. They won't make the playoffs unless the defense stops being awful. Can Raheem Morris, promoted to defensive coordinator, rebuild a unit that added Dante Fowler Jr. and AJ Terrell? He better. You have 3 other offensive machines in that division. Matty Ice and the offense can't win on their own. Number 23, Chicago Bears. If Nick Foles or Mitch Trubisky can play at a game manager-like role, the Bears should be a playoff contender. The defense is a top-level unit. Allen Robinson and David Montgomery are 2 dynamic playmakers on offense. With some half-decent QB play, Chicago should rebound in 2020, but it's easier said than done. Number 22, Cleveland Browns. The championship-level talent is all over the roster. It's going to come down to Baker Mayfield's maturity and the new coaching staff led by Kevin Stefanski. Following the Browns didn't play in a division with 2 legitimate contenders. But don't sleep on these guys. They could be a pleasant surprise if everything goes accordingly. Number 21, Los Angeles Rams. They lost a plethora of veteran talent in free agency, but Jared Goff, Cooper Kupp, and Robert Woods give this offense enough firepower. They still have 2 of the game's elite defensive players in Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey too. Give Sean McVay the benefit of the doubt. 3 straight winning seasons speaks for itself. The Rams will be in the running for a wild card spot. Number 20, Los Angeles Chargers. They might have the best defense in football. Their offense is loaded with game changers, ranging from Keenan Allen to Mike Williams to Austin Eckler. The Chargers' 2020 fate comes down to the play of quarterbacks Tyrod Taylor and Justin Herbert. So we'll see. Number 19, Denver Broncos. John Elway went all in on weapons for Drew Lock. Say hello to Jerry Jeudy, KJ Hamler, and Melvin Gordon. This offense could be an explosive unit in 2020, assuming Lock is the real deal. He sure looked like it in his 5 starts last season. Oh, and the already stingy defense added veteran Pro Bowlers AJ Bouye and Jarrell Casey. And Bradley Chubb is back at full health. These Broncos are a sleeper team. Don't be shocked if they're a playoff club in 2020. Number 18, Arizona Cardinals. They won the offseason after trading for All-Pro wideout DeAndre Hopkins, followed by the drafting of future superstar Isaiah Simmons. But the 2019 Cleveland Browns are an example of how winning the offseason means nothing once football starts. The Cardinals also play in the toughest division in football, but we don't blame you for picking them as your dark horse team in 2020. I really can't wait to see what Kyler Murray does in his second season. This time with D-Hop in the fold? Oh my god, it's gonna be crazy. Number 17, Minnesota Vikings. They lost 4 starters on defense: Everson Griffin, Xavier Rhodes, Trey Waynes, and Linval Joseph. They traded disgruntled star wideout Stephon Diggs. Savvy offensive coordinator Kevin Stefanski, who revived Kirk Cousins, left to coach Cleveland. Yeah, regression is inevitable here. They might squeeze into the playoffs, maybe, but don't expect another trip to the NFC divisional round. Many will need a lot to go their way again. Number 16, Las Vegas Raiders. This is a real sleeper team in 2020. The Raiders will be so much fun to watch in their first year in the Sin City. Henry Ruggs gives Derek Carr another playmaking weapon in his make-or-break year. Corey Littleton was another big offseason pickup. The front seven's gonna be scary. Plenty of progress was made in 2019, but this team is ready to win now. It wouldn't shock us if they won 10 to 12 games and went on a bit of a run in the playoffs. Number 15, Pittsburgh Steelers. They went 8-8 despite being without Ben Roethlisberger for the final 14 games. If his elbow is good and if he stays healthy, the Steelers will be back in the playoffs. The dominant defense will keep this team in every game. It all comes down to how the offense performs following a miserable outing last year. Number 14, Indianapolis Colts. We all know how talented this team is. All they needed was a better quarterback, and they found one in Phillip Rivers. Expect a bounce-back year from him. They also added DeForest Buckner to play alongside Darius Leonard. It's terrible news for opposing offenses. If everything comes together quickly, you can consider the Colts to be a legit Super Bowl contender. Number 13, Philadelphia Eagles. Well, Doug Peterson's team will keep scoring points, but can this team, full of off-injured stars, stay healthy? The defense had to carry the load more than usual last year. Gotta say, we love that Darius Slay trade acquisition. If Carson Wentz and his main receivers are at 100%, the Eagles will be in the running for the Super Bowl. It's a big if, though. Number 12, New England Patriots. The Cam Newton signing changes everything. Now you have a proven winner and veteran star to replace Tom Brady. This offense will be better than the 2019 unit that never found its rhythm. Newton will do wonders for Bill Belichick, and the defense was the NFL's best a year ago. They'll be as dominant as usual. So much for the Bills running away with an easy division crown, huh? Sorry, Tom. Number 11, Tennessee Titans. The Titans were a lovable underdog story last year, led by comeback player of the year, Ryan Tannehill. But can he maintain that magic? He and the Titans won't sneak up on anybody this time around. Most of the core from 2019 is still intact. Mike Vrabel is one of the best coaches and motivators around. Titans fans have good reason to believe that this team is here to stay and compete for the long run. Number 10, Dallas Cowboys. These Cowboys should be a legitimate contender. These Cowboys, I just thought of Adam Gase doing the eyes thing, and we're so screwed. Like, the Jets fans are so screwed. It's so random. I know I'm talking in the middle of just a tape, but I literally just thought of that. God, we're not going to win a Super Bowl anytime soon. Are you kidding me? All right, sorry. Let's start this again. These Cowboys should be a legitimate contender following the hiring of Mike McCarthy, who replaces constant underachiever Jason Garrett. Also, you're adding CD Lamb to an already star-studded team. The Cowboys, for once, should play at or near their annual sky-high expectations, we think. And if they don't, I don't even know what's going on. Number 9, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What a horrible offseason. All they did was sign Tom Brady and trade for Rob Gronkowski. Who are these guys? I have no idea who that is. I really can't wait to see Brady, Gronk, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin working together in Bruce Arians' offense. Lots of fireworks await the Sunshine State. Number 8, Houston Texans. The DeAndre Hopkins trade was mind-boggling, but they've won back-to-back AFC South titles. Give Houston some benefit of the doubt. Last time we checked, they still have Deshaun Watson, who now has David Johnson, Brandon Cooks, and Randall Cobb to complement Kenny Stills and Will Fuller. It's not a bad team, just could have been much better with D-Hop. As usual, expect this team to win double-digit games. They should be in the playoffs too, but we'll see. Number 7, Buffalo Bills. Even with Newton and Foxborough, the Bills should be considered the team to beat in the AFC East. Josh Allen is poised for a monster year following the Stephon Diggs addition. Second-year back Devin Singletary should have an explosive sophomore year. This defense might be the best in football in 2020. Seriously, these Bills are going back to the playoffs. This time as division champions. Number 6, Green Bay Packers. We dislike their draft and offseason just as much as the rest of you. But come on, they won 13 games and reached the NFC Championship game last year. They still have Aaron Rodgers. Money! Luckily for Green Bay, the NFC North is a pretty weak division right now. They may just need 9 or 10 W's to take the crown. And nobody wants to play a Rodgers-led team in the postseason. Trust me. Number 5, Seattle Seahawks. Oh so close to winning the division and reaching the NFC title game last year. Russell Wilson and company will be back with the force once again. Newcomers Jamal Adams and Quentin Dunbar will hopefully help revamp a lackluster secondary. If this defense can improve just a tad, the Seahawks will be a premier Super Bowl contender. We're fully expecting it. Number 4, New Orleans Saints. You all know how ridiculously talented they are. For once, can you just avoid some unlucky bounces and awful officiating controversies? If so, there's a case to be made that they're the team to beat in the NFC. Drew Brees and the offense will be just fine. And the defense is legit. They just need some playoff bounces for once. Number 3, San Francisco 49ers. The defending NFC champions are bringing back most of the same core from last year. No need to ramble on here. The defense and rushing game will do most of the work. Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo is good enough to lead this team to a title. Don't let one bad Super Bowl outing fool you. They'll be in the running for Super Bowl 55. Don't expect anything less. Number 2, Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens will look to rebound after a gut-wrenching playoff exit. Don't worry, they'll be fine. Jackson may regress a bit statistically in 2020, but he's a winner. And the Ravens are loaded from top to bottom. Somehow this scary good defense got even better by adding Calais Campbell. The secondary, led by all-pros Marcus Peters and Earl Thomas, will give Baltimore every single chance to win. This is by far the deepest roster in the AFC. Only one question: can they finally break through in the playoffs? Number 1, you guessed it, Kansas City Chiefs. To be the man, you gotta beat the man. The Chiefs didn't lose any significant contributors from their Super Bowl 54 championship team. Patrick Mahomes should be even better in 2021 too. They have a great shot at repeating as champions. Good luck stopping this future dynasty. They're gonna dominate the next decade. What changes would you make to our pre-training camp power rankings? Join me in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, we are on everything. Twitter, I don't know, Tumblr, do we have Tumblr? We don't have Tumblr. It's fine. Just go subscribe, go follow, go do all that. Of course, subscribe to TPS on YouTube down below, that red button. Go smash that thing. That was like so 2012 of me to say that, or 2015. Doesn't matter. Like this video because it helps us out a lot and we really appreciate it. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo. Money.
My knee.